So hello and welcome back to another Hungarian coin video. My name is Glenn. Today we're just going to overview the Hungarian coins that they issued from 1926 to 1945. That's when they issued the currency they called a Pengo. So as you can see, it starts with P-E-N-G-O. And if we look at the singular, it has umlauts. So I'm not too familiar with the Hungarian language. All I know is it's not Indo-European. It's related to the Finnish language, and it's just totally different. So I won't worry about the semantics of the Finnish language or the Hungarian one. Which, well, sometimes I just go off on a tangent and I lose track of what I'm talking about. So the Pengo is equal to 100 filler. That's why we have the 50, 20, 10, 2 and 1 filler coins. And as you can see, there's a whole variety of them. So we have two different issues here. We have the Second World War issues, which were issued in zinc and aluminium. So aluminium. And then we have the pre-war issue. So these are in bronze. These coins are in copper nickel. And then we have the silver coins. So the only silver coin major denomination I am missing is the 1 Pengo. And that doesn't seem to be too hard to get. But it's just one coin I haven't gotten around to actually getting yet. So here we have the coins that were issued before the Pengo. And the size and design is quite similar to this currency, but the currency issued after the Second World War, these are the coins issued in the 1940s and 50s, actually substantially different. So as you can see, the 20, similar in size, just different metal. So it's an aluminium coin. And the 50, similar in size, just aluminium. The 1 forint, similar in size to the one, actually a bit smaller than the 1 Pengo. So if we're talking about mintages, generally the highest mint for these coins are 1926 and 27. So if we look at the 1 filler coin, and the same occurrence happened to this coin as the filler that was issued. I really hate that train. So this is 1928. Has a mintage of 7 million. This one's in probably very fine grade. So it's one in the lower values. Probably talking about $5 for a coin like this. Then we have two different issues of the actual 2 filler, but we're only talk about. Okay, so we've got the bronze coin, and then we have the zinc coin. And as you can see, the bronze coin was issued from 1926 to 40. There was still one in 1940 to 42, but I don't have that. That seems to be a bit hard to get. Still, zinc actually lasts a bit longer than steel. So this 2 filler here is 1929. As you can see, probably in EF condition, which is a very high grade for the coin. This one had a mintage of about 9 million, a little bit less than that. And if we look at the 1943, as you can see, the size is a bit smaller. Actually, the sizes are pretty similar to the 1 filler coin. And this smaller zinc coin was only issued for 2 years, so 1944, 37 million for 1943. But this one, 1929, you're probably talking about $10 to $20 for that. Yeah, this one probably $2 to $3. Not really the good shape. Then we have the zinc coins, the 10 filler. That's the zinc, that's the copper nickel. And once again, along with the Corona, which they issued up until 1926, there is no 5 filler coin. It's just pretty much the character of their currency back then. So this one's 1938, probably extremely fine to almost uncirculated grade. and it only had a mintage of 6.7 million, so that's a nice coin. I like the radiating lines, so these ones do look better than the coins actually issued in the previous currency. They have the crown. Oh, sorry, the crown it's about an 800-year-old crown. They got it from the Byzantine kings sometime in the past, about 1200, something like that. You can find information on Wikipedia, and it's a very good read. So the key date you want for this series is 1940, 960,000. A lot of those probably were never issued for circulation because they were demonetized in 1942. So 1940 to 42, these zinc coins were minted. So after 1942, they didn't mint anymore. This one's probably almost uncirculated grade. Yeah, condition's actually quite nice. And it has a mintage of 44 million, so it's not a hard coin to get. And this coin probably $5 to $10. And the low date is 1941, but that had 25 million, so really not a scarce coin to get. Okay, if we look at the 20 fillers, as you can see, the zinc coin was holed to distinguish it from the copper nickel coin, and the design changed a little bit as well to accommodate the hole in the coin. So 1926, yeah, this is probably very fine. Had a mintage of 25 million. The key date you want this is 1927 with 829,000. Then they didn't issue any until 1938 with 20 million, 39 and 40. And these, once again, were demonetized in 1942. Then we have this 20 filler, first issued in 1941 and last issued in 1944. This is probably almost uncirculated, just that zinc does corrode a lot quicker than copper nickel coins, but not as quick as steel and iron. So 1941 had a mintage of 75 million. So in this condition, you shouldn't be able to find it hard to get. 75 million, a lot of them would have been kept. 1943, 7.5 million, which is pretty normal for as the coin issued in the previous year was a high mint. And 1944, 25 million. So not really a hard coin to get in any of those dates. Yeah, probably $5 to $10 in that condition. Then we have the 50 filler. So unlike the previous currency, they didn't have a 50 filler. But this one was the first issued in 1926, and it's a new denomination for the Hungarian currency system. So this had about 15 million, so not a high minted coin. And this coin is probably in EF condition. I would say $5 to $10 for that one. The low mint coin you want is 1939 with 2.7 million. But still 2.7 million shouldn't be hard to get. Although getting it in high grade is probably a lot harder task than uh, getting it in an uncirculated grade. Then we have the one Pengo. So this one has ink on it, and that is not what you want. Once again, the Pengo was first issued in 1926 as a silver coin. I don't have any of those, which is a bit sad, and it's a bit basic. Oh, one thing I didn't say is that the BP just represents Budapest, doesn't represent BP petrol stations, which some people like to make a joke out of that. I don't mind jokes. As long as they're at my expense, I'm fine. Okay, so this one is 1944, has a mintage of 16 million. Yeah, probably about $5 for that coin. The key date's 1943 with 2 million. The highest mint was 1941, 80 million. As you can see, it has the coat of arms of Hungary on the reverse, and it says, I don't know, I don't bloody read Hungarian. I assume this means Kingdom of Hungary. I know Magyar is Hungarian Hungary. And then we have the 1942. So they did issue different 1942 coins. So this is the silver one. And they did issue one design from 1929 to 39. A lot of those are low mint issues, and then they issue these commemorative coins. So this is the last commemorative coin they issued in 1936, and this one is to commemorate the death of Liszt. So it has his birthday, 1811, death date, 1886. This is probably except almost uncirculated. And the mintage of this coin is 200,000. But really, if you want to buy this coin, prices start from $25 and range up into $50. So that's the price range you get in this one. So this coin here is probably on the low end of that bracket. So yeah, but not bad. Okay, what are the specifications of this coin? We're talking about, no, it's 10 grams, 27 millimeters in diameter. The thickness is 2.1, as you can see. Just has patterns on the side. So if it's 64% silver, that's 6.4 grams of silver. And on the 1st of January, the actual price of this coin in silver is $7.25 Australian. So that's a nice coin. Then these coins, the silver ones, were demonetized in 1942. So any demonetization of coinage occurred in 1942, all in one go. But they did issue these aluminium coins during the Second World War. And if you've read anything about currency during war times, there's no major inflation. Usually the hyperinflation happens after the war, and that's what happened to currency. They had the worst hyperinflation in the world ever in 1946. And this one has a lamination problem on top, and also there, which is pretty, I see it on quite a lot of aluminium coins. I see aluminium coins generally develop problems like that quite often. Okay, now the mintage for this coin is 24 million for 1941, and this one is dated 1943, so at a mintage of 10 million. And there are 3 varieties for 1941, but I won't go into here. 1942 is the lowest mint with 8 million, and there are 2 varieties with a wavy and a flat base too. This is a flat base too. And this coin was demonetized at the end of 1945 along with the whole currency. Then we have the 5 Pengo. So I have 2 aluminiums, 1 silver coin. So if we look at the silver coin first, the 5 Pengo silver was first issued in 1930. And as you can see, it has 2 angels holding the coat of arms of Pengo. It has Hungarian Republic, Budapest down below, so mint mark. So this coin is 25 grams, 64% silver, so they're all 64% silver, and 36 millimeters in diameter. And it's that 2.93 millimeters in thickness. So the obverse has Nicholas Orti, who pretty much controlled Hungary from 1920 to 1944. And what does it say around the side? Okay, so this commemorates the 10th anniversary of his regency in Hungary. So if anyone can read around the side, Wikipedia hasn't translated it. Neither is Numistar, so yeah, I'm not too. Probably say 10 years. Yeah, it looked like 10 years anniversary. This one's probably VF condition. But if you really wanted to purchase one of this one, the silver value is $18 in Australia. And if you want to buy it, you're probably talking about $30 to $40 in this condition. These are not that easy to get. In uncirculated, probably talk about $100 to $200. Oh, sorry, the mintage figure is 3,650,000. So that seems to be a high mintage, but it probably didn't cover the population. So these probably circulated along with the 5 Pengo banknote, which would have most likely would have been more common. But they did issue another 5 Pengo in 1938-39, same specifications, just a lower mintage. Okay, so the aluminium one was minted in 1943. As you can see, it has the same coat of arms. On the back, it just has the different inscription, and the effigies, instead of facing right, it's facing left. This one's a bit dirty. So this coin had a mintage of only 2 million. 2 million is not really a lot of coins for the population. So this wouldn't have been a popular coin. So about $20 to $30 for this coin. Although this one is in high grade, probably almost uncirculated. I actually just took it out of the flip, so I'll put it back in after I do this video. And the last coin that we have, so this one had a high mintage, same denomination, but it had a mintage of 5 million. And this was issued by the independent provisional government after they overthrew Mr. Horthy. And this one only circulated for a few months. So this was also demonetized at the end of the 1945. So it has grapes, is that oak leaf? And we have the coat of arms, the denomination. That's okay. And here we have the Hungarian Parliament. So that is most of the Hungarian Pengo coins that we issued for circulation. So after this coin was demonetized, there was hyperinflation 1946, and then they issued adopt the Pengo, and then they issued the foreign, which is the currency they use now. So I hope this helps you with your coin collecting. If you're interested in these coins, I think some of them are for sale, not all of them. And they're just an interesting coin series to get. So I hope my coin series on Hungarian coins helps you with collecting Hungarian coins. I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment down below and have awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.